Hello, this is Bill Cobb with Real Estate Appraiser Tips.info. That's Real Estate Appraiser Tips.info. Here to give you an explanation, the video explanation to the ANSI 5-foot slanted wall height rule. This is the type of room that you would use this in. This is, of course, some slanted walls, some very steep slanted walls right here, starting out at 2.8 feet from here to here, 3.8 feet on the side. This is another photo of a room I recently measured where this rule would be applied. So let's go to the rule and explain. This right here is a diagram I just drew. This is 20 feet from here to here. This is the first floor area. This is the second floor area, 20 feet across. This is 8 foot high from here to here. This is 3 foot high where the walls are going up before the slope. Now we know from the Fannie Mae 5-foot rule that we can't start calculating living area from right here at 20 feet. We have to go over 2 feet or wherever that height, that 2 feet is, or wherever it is, until we reach the 5-foot height right here. For me, that's right at shoulder length, so I just take my disto, put it on my shoulder right here, and shoot a dimension across right here for 16 feet. Also, to be calculated as living area, we must have a ceiling height of 7 foot from here to here, a minimum of 7 feet, and this area right here has to be 50% of the total ceiling area. In this example right here, at 20 feet, we have 10 foot across, so that would qualify for the 50% of the ceiling height being at least 7 foot or more. So again, we go over from the wall, well, from the slant up to the 5-foot level. We shoot our dimension across. This is 16 feet across. We know we take the 16 feet times, which is the width, times the length of the room. In this particular example right here, we have a room that's 16 by 40 feet, so we would have living area of 640 square feet that we could use from the second floor. Now let's go directly to the ANSI itself, the explanation. This right here is page 2 of the ANSI Z765-1996. This has been out for right at 13 years now. So it should be known by professionals, but I'm not sure if it is by all. To be included in the finished square footage calculations, finished area must have a ceiling height of at least 7 feet wide, except under beams, ducts, and or other obstructions where the height may be 6 foot 4 inches, under stairs where there is no specified height requirement, or where the ceiling is sloped. If a room's height is sloped, at least 1/2 of the finished square footage in that room must have a vertical ceiling height of at least 7 feet. No portion of the ceiling, of the finished ceiling, has a height of less than 5 feet may be included in the finished square footage. So let's go apply this to a sketch that I recently did. Again, we're looking at a room like this right here. We're going to look at a sketch of this room itself, and this is the sketch right here. In bold is what I calculated as actual living area. These right here are the actual wall lines, though, of the room itself. Now, I was handed a sketch whenever I arrived at this home of a previous appraiser that had appraised this home, and this just 3 months before I did. They couldn't use the appraisal. It was another lender, so they asked me to do an appraisal. What I did is I drew all the actual wall lines first, and then I used my disto to calculate the 5-foot rule. This is the area right here. The actual wall lines is what the original appraiser used to calculate the living area, and he came in right at 127 more square feet than I did, which is a serious problem because this home was valued at around $130 a square foot. So this appraiser on that appraisal is liable for about $127 square foot times 130 which could be a serious issue later on down the line should the homeowner decide to sue him. But anyway, what I did is I took out the 1 foot here, 1 foot here, and I took out the area right here and 1 foot here. I was able to use the dormers because they did reach 5 feet. And this is how we apply the 5-foot rule to measuring a second floor. I've already shown you the photos. I'm showing you the sketch of how that's applied. If you'd like to go download this right here, this figure right here, this illustration right here, and the ANSI documentation, you can go to my website at realestateappraiser.info/ANSI standards tips. That's realestateappraiser.info ANSI standards tips. On this website you'll find a lot of helpful appraiser tips, home appraiser tips on apex sketching, appraiser video marketing, all kinds of stuff. So hope that helps, and Lord bless. Thank you.